Hey, this is CopperCarver, and today we are doing the unboxing of the Govee Gaming Light Bars Pro. So this is another product from Govee that came out not too long ago that looks extremely cool. Last year, Govee also released another product really cool that I believe inspired these, and that was the Govee Gaming Wall Light. The one specifically I got were the Evangelion collaboration, and it's a super cool product, very futuristic looking. I haven't quite seen anything like it. Well, Govee has normal gaming light bars, and essentially what you use gaming light bars is to go on the left and right side of your computer monitor while you're gaming, to add lighting effects, to sometimes match what's on your screen, to go with music modes, and just to add an epic atmosphere. Well, they decided to up their game, and they kind of mixed the futuristic wall light look with the Govee Gaming Light Bar Pro. And so you'll see on here, it also has the same kind of futuristic bar. It's a little bit more compressed, but still super cool looking. So this comes in a pack of 2. I want to say this is about 15.7 inches tall, and they recommend you to use it for a monitor that's up to, I want to say 32 inches. However, I do believe that you can use this with any size you want. It just might not look the best next to it. You can use this with Govee DreamView to connect it with other products as well. And I'll admit something real quick. My gaming setup isn't really the best setup to include these. I got the 3 monitors, but there's not a lot of space like on the left and right side of them. So either A, I'm gonna have to make a makeshift setup real quick with one of my extra monitors. I can try to use my wife's setup, but hers is in the corner as well and might not work as well. I apologize for that. Maybe I'll work something out, but yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and open this up. I do want to say this sells for about $180. Of course, there's different cells and things like that, but let's go ahead and see what's in here. If I can get it open. Ooh, that's pretty. Look at that. You can kind of see the design right there. Ooh, here we go. All right, so right off the top, we have the user manual, very typical. We have the DreamView little support card that kind of says how you can use it. Matter support guide. This is supported by Matter, so you can use your voice and things like that. A little thing that has a QR code, that way you can pull up the app. Okay, first box right here, I'm guessing we just have our typical attachments, our cords. Yes, right here. Okay, so we have black, slick looking plug. I like that it's black. Some of their stuff is white, some is black. I like that it's black because I believe black can kind of hide in your gaming setup more, unless you have like an all white setup or something like that. Right here, what is this? Okay, so it does look like there is a little control box that has probably power, cycle, and maybe brightness. Something that I have heard people say is on the older version there was like a control knob of sorts. I don't believe that this has that. I know a lot of people are sad about that, but yeah, sometimes in new things you lose things and you gain things. All right, this box. Okay, all right, so we have a cloth to clean it off with, but we have the actual bars right here. They're both attached. Ooh, all right, let's pull this out. Ooh, okay, that is bigger than I thought. Wow, okay, let's set this right here. Make sure there's nothing else in the box. No, there's not, so I'm gonna put the box away. Here we go, I'm gonna have one facing this way and one facing this way. There's a plastic cover over it. Let's pull it off. Here we go. Ooh, that is slick. Okay, man, yeah, so we have right here, I hope it's focusing for y'all, but we have the front right here, which also lights up, which is great. And then we have the back right here, which is supposed to shoot up against the wall. Okay, there is a plastic cover over it for protection that I can rip off. You can see the bottoms right here. A lot of support, that's very supportive. Let me actually let y'all have a closer look real quick. Okay, so I'm now going to plug this in real quick, and we'll look at controlling this through the app and connecting it. We'll take a look at my phone app first, but there is also a desktop app that I believe works the same, but we'll make sure. Plugging in. Ooh, there it goes. Right away. Let me get in this shot. Okay. Wow. This is amazing. Oh, that looks so cool. Look at that. Wow. That's cool. Okay, now that I have these hooked up, let's go ahead and see about connecting this to the app. I'll just do a little overview of that. And then after that, we'll take a look at the scenes and see how everything looks and reacts. Okay, so after pulling up the Govee app, I click plus on the top right and it pops up right there. So I just click add and it is going to connect. I have to short press the power button before it connects. After doing that, I can choose to rename it. I'm gonna add the word Pro. For some reason it wasn't on there. And then I'm gonna add it and connect to the internet. And after that, it already had an update ready. I fast forwarded through the internet part and stuff like that. There was also a section where you can say whether it's on the left or right side of your monitor, but since I'm not doing that right now, I skipped that. So after the update, here we go. We have color, we have scene, we have music, share space, DIY, AI mode. We'll kind of take a look at these. You can turn the left or right one off individually. Down here on the colors, you can actually customize the front or back of the light bar itself. Right here we have the different preset scenes. Feel free to pause at any time if you would like to take a look at any of these. These are the pre-built-in colors that you can change between. We will be taking a look at some of these after a bit. So a good amount as usual. Music modes, we'll also take a look at this. This is how it reacts to different music through the built-in mic or on your phone. So that is nice. The next one over here, share space. This is different lighting effects that other people have created on the Govee app that you can share and then actually apply to yours. Here's DIYs, which I already have a couple of these saved. Some Govee lights allow you to use DIYs from other products because it's compatible. You have the AI mode. This is where you can ask it to do certain colors, like if you want a favorite sports team. And then in the settings over here, we have position control, land control. Land control is something you have to turn on if you want to do the screen on your TV to match if you don't have like the T1 or T2 and stuff like that. But yeah, overall great app. So I actually did get it to connect to my computer. You can see that it's matching what's on my screen right now. Like I said, I apologize. I just don't have space to put this on or next to my computer per se, but my next shot is I'm actually going to put this on the wall and have it still shine on the back. That way y'all can still see the scenes and stuff. But if you look at my computer in the background and then at the lights, it is matching what's on here on the back as well. It would project on the back of the wall. I'm hoping that once I figure out where to put this, I'll make another video actually showing it off, but it does match what's on the screen. So that is awesome. Well guys, that's the Govee Gaming Light Bars Pro. They really are something to behold. Whenever you see them in person, they look a lot cooler than I'm sure on videos and pictures and things like that. Like I said before, I apologize that I wasn't able to put this directly next to some screens showing what was on there, but I hope that the little rainbow in the background kind of sufficed and it kind of shows what it does. There are other videos out there actually showing that. But I did make that little mock-up with one of my extra computer screens in the middle, just to at least show what it's like next to. Something I will say that I didn't mention earlier is that if you're concerned about the space, maybe you have 2 monitors and things like this, like there is a lot of slack to put screens in between this. In fact, there's a crazy amount more that I can do. So you'll have plenty of space to make sure that that this can go on the side of your monitors. I just realized I didn't tear this off. Wow. Well, it still looks just as nice. But anyways, guys, this is an awesome product. I really need to figure out how I am personally going to use it. I might actually connect it to Dreamview and maybe put in my bedroom or something like that, because you can't connect this to the Dreamview and connect it to the T2, the T3 light, and things like that. But anyways, guys, I felt a little bit scatterbrained making this one, but it's another super cool product from Govee. I also just came out with the video showing the new Govee Table Lamp 2 Pro with JBL. So that's a really cool product. Feel free to go check that video out. In the meantime, guys, please like, share, and subscribe.